Hi, welcome back. I'm Asni.
And I'm Kris. Welcome back to Sefeo podcast episode.
Well, in this episode, we are going to talk about the power of positivity.
We hope you enjoy our talk.
Hi, Kris. How are you?
Hi, Asni. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty well, thanks.
Okay.
So,
great.
are you ready to get some kinds of question about the power of positivity tonight?
Sure, let's do it to it.
Okay. So, Kris, the first thing or the first question that I'd like to ask you is, what could you be grateful for and positive about right now if you really want to?
Okay, what I'm really grateful about right now is, I guess there are lots of things in my life that I'm really grateful for. I'm surrounded by lots of positive friends around me. And also I am currently doing my job, which I really love to do in the industry that I really love be involved with. In the hospitality industry, and also doing lots of things with people I love in daily basis. And that really empowers me. That really empowers people around me too as well, I hope. Yeah.
And what kinds of the problem you are thankful you don't have then?
There are some unfortunate situations that I used to have previously that I don't have again right now. And I'm really grateful that those problems been lifted off of my shoulder. One of the thing is that, my struggle to find a job when the COVID-19 really hit our country. That's really, that's really not so nice experience that most of us, I believe, also experience. Thankfully I have lots of people around me that really love and support me, and now I'm really grateful that all of those problems, including that one, have already been lifted off of my shoulder.
Okay, that's great. So, what are you holding on and you want to let go of? Like, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? Oftentimes, holding on actually makes us weaker, right? And letting go builds our strength. So does that you were extremely upset about 6 months ago or last year really matter now? So I bet it does. And if you're really thinking about it, it's not serving your best interest. Yeah, that's my point, to be honest. Okay, just skip it and let's move to another question. Who or what needs your forgiveness?
Interesting question.
You don't need to scratching your head a lot, because forgiveness doesn't always lead to healthy relationships and situations. So that's kind of like some relationships and situations aren't meant to be. So forgive anyway and let what's meant to be. So go ahead and set yourself free. When you hold resentment toward another, you are bound to the person or condition by an emotional link that is stronger than still. So,
I understand about that. Yeah, I fully agree on that. Holding on to something, like some negative emotions, and the feeling of cannot really let
go. The only way
go.
to dissolve that link and break free.
Exactly. Yeah. To be honest, I can be a bit of emotional person sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can be quite an emotional person sometimes, but most of the times when not so beautiful things happen in my relationship with others, it doesn't really dragging way too long, and we kind of find a way to forgive each other and just maybe if the quarrel or if the fight is not how to say is really to the core of principles of both of us, sometimes it's not really easy to let go of or to forgive or to forget, but we try to think, okay, there's no way a relationship can go just as smooth as in a fairy tale, right? Even in friendship, because essentially we are like different humans, different individual, different way of thinking, and different life journey that we had until that very moment when we have how to say a different opinion, and we have a debate or so. So sometimes it's not easy to ask for forgiveness or to forgive, because
exactly. That is always happening. Yeah.
But when we think about the bigger, I mean, when we see it in a bird eye view, it's no longer about you and me, or between one person and another, but it's about the relationship itself. It's about the friendship itself that we want to keep, that we want to preserve, because there are lots of beautiful things in it. We've gone through a lot, and we've been helping each other a lot in developing in many aspects. So why not keeping those good things happen and make that experience as a learning experience for both of us to really shape our friendship, our relationship into a better version of us. So that's
exactly.
That's how we move on, kind of, right?
Yeah, of course. That is all nothing, to be honest. So just like what I said before, you just need to forgive it and then let what's meant to be, and
exactly.
just go ahead and tell yourself,
What about you? Who do you think can seek your forgiveness?
Oh, of course, out of the people that ever make me upset. Exactly, like my friends, my classmates, and many people that I have a problem with. Like, I can't mention it one by one, but that's kind of like my privacy.
Right. Yeah, of course.
I'm an emotional people as well. I'm an anger person that sometimes it's kind of like a little bit hard to forgive each other. But when I take this topic, so that's pull me and force me to just forgive the people, even though they will not ask for me to forgive them at all. So that's totally fine, and I think that's gonna be great. That is gonna be peaceful rather than not doing at all.
Of course, because it's also better for us, to move on and keep developing ourselves, right?
Because it's just kind of like leave us some kind of the sick heart or a headache. So what the hell to think about a person like this, right? So just let it go. So yeah, that's the point. And Mr. Kris, what's something nice you can do for someone else right now?
It happens recently that my friends have some problems. Actually, I don't quite understand what the problem is, because it's related to their working problems and the problem that they face in their office and so on. But I convinced them like, hey, don't worry, just tell me everything. I may not be able to understand 100% of what your problem is, but I'm all ears. If you want to tell me everything, tell me everything. If you want to tell me just half of it, just tell me half of it. Basically, I'm here for you. Like, what can I do to make you feel better?
Yeah, that's right. Like, we are just need to do all the good that we can do to as many people as we can and as often as we can, of course. And like in our act of love, kindness, no matter how small, is ever rest, good vibes always come back around. Yeah, that's right. So I would like to ask about the compliments that you have. Like, what kind of compliments you received lately? Because I just remember when someone tell in a TED talk, because I don't know, I forgot, but probably I've watched it from YouTube channel a long time ago. But he said that butterflies don't know the color of their wings, but the human eyes know how beautiful they are. Like, likewise, in the haze of your busy days, you likely don't notice just how great you are. You know, I don't really understand it, but I still keep it in my mind. But others nearby still see that you are incredible. You know, he said that when someone says something nice about you, it's worth remembering. Yeah, that's why I asked you the question to be honest. Yeah, but okay, let's move to another question then. What do you know you are great at?
I am quite passionate in starting new things and gathering people around me to have the same spirit to build this new thing. So that's kind of some people say it's a pioneer spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet that you also got about compliments about that. To be honest, like, you know, although it's nice to hear people compliment you, it's not essential to your self-worth. And if no one offers to give you a compliment, give yourself one. You are good enough, smart enough, and strong enough. Like, you don't need other people to validate you every minute.
You don't need people's validation.
Yeah, like, notice your strength, focus on them, and celebrate them. That's it.
Exactly. Right. And talking about compliments, how do you usually handle having compliments, like getting compliments from others?
Of course, I will happy to get compliments if the compliments what they say it is true or according to the facts about me. But because some of the people also give us the compliment that is not really related with what we have, like, and sometimes I will be thinking negative about the things, like, if this person give me the compliment, I'm not sure that he give me the truly compliments about that. Like, otherwise he just judged me, but he tried to be smooth in the smooth way to compliment me. But to be honest, he just judged me or marked me with what I have. Like, it's not according to the practice that I have. You know, get what I mean? Like,
like a passive aggressive bully.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh God. Okay. And how do you handle that kind of uncomfortable situation when you are in that moment?
I'm sorry, I'm a rude person, to be honest, and sometimes the bad words can come through my mouth as soon as possible, and you know, like, spontaneously, and I can say to the people who just give me the false compliments, like, whatever, I don't care, whatever, just like this. And for the person who give me the compliment truly, and of course I just give the short response, like, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
If that's an honest compliment about your achievements or anything, right?
Got it. Yeah. So, Mr. Kris, what activities help you feel most like yourself?
I guess lots of activities that involving me and myself, because I mean, in the real life, I'm not really social butterfly, so I really enjoy doing things or producing things all by myself, like writing or creative stuff, I guess. Lots of things that I do don't really involve many people around me. So that's
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
nutshell. That's that's the answer.
In other words, you just need to figure out what motivates you to grow into your most authentic self, right? But
Exactly.
you have to, yeah, you have to remember you can't grow unless you are willing to change. But as you grow, you will notice you don't change much, and you just become more of who you are, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what gets you excited about life?
Lots of things. New food. I kind of like trying new foods, especially if those foods are recommended by my friends. So that's like, ooh, okay, new food. Okay, let's go there. Let's eat that thing.
Oh, damn. That's kind of like sounds funny, but that is also laughable.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and that sparks excitement, right? And writing, I guess, because most of the time when I'm alone, like my mind keep wandering here and there, and I just grab my laptop and hit the keyboard and just
Yeah. Yeah.
throw everything in my head and
That's kind of like to lot of steam, like hanging out with our
blow the
friends.
steam. Yeah, yes.
So that is called lot of steam.
Yeah. And what about you? What things makes you excited?
Nothing, because I'm still in the progress. You know what? I'm still struggling to do what makes me happy, because I still haven't still feel excited about life right now. I'm just struggling, and like working, study work hard, and yeah, that is what I can do right now. I can say that there's no special thing that makes me feel excited right now. Perhaps in the future, but let me do my best first.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't necessarily means to do something how to say, really tiring, or do something that makes you feel like, oh, I have to do this, I have to plan for this and that. But sometimes just little things, and most of the time unplanned things can feel like, oh, okay, this is cool, that's great, let me just do this right now. And that really sparks the interest and the happiness in that very moment.
What excuses do you need to stop making?
I will do it later.
You'll do it later.
Yep, that's one of my biggest excuse to myself. That I need to stop making that excuses.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's actually nothing could be closer to the truth. Like, if you are good at making excuses, you will never be good at anything else. Like, exactly. No matter what,
I will make zero development, or I make zero progress in anything.
No matter what the obstacles are that you see in front of you, like, the only thing choice standing between you and what you want to is the excuse you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it, right?
Right.
What do you now know better for the next time?
I don't really get
it. But it's totally okay if you won't answer that question. It's totally okay, because I still have a question for you.
Okay, yeah.
So, who do you need to spend less with time with?
Close-minded people. That's one. I really feel uncomfortable being around them, but from time to time, I find myself being around those kind of people because of the given time or circumstances. Mostly because when I have sort of conversation or discussion with them, I don't see any point in our conversation that can help us develop. as a person and as a group, and essentially as a society, because they have certain judgment on many things most of the times, and they are not willing to accept any other opinions, and it's really hard to to make conversation with them, or even to have discussion with them. So there's for me, it's just no point in making engagement with those kind of people.
Well, actually, there are over 7 billion people in the world right now, and just don't let a handful of negative ones ruin your happiness. Like, now, you can't choose every person you meet in life, but you can choose who you spend your time with, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so we just be thankful for the people who work into our life and make it better, but also be thankful for the freedom to work away from the ones who don't.
Right.
Yeah, I think that is. Okay, Mr. Kris, we are about to end up, and I just asking you for make a conclusion for the power of positivity in this case to closer this conversation.
The positivity that we show to the world through our actions, through our words, and through our good intentions, it really brings benefits to everyone. And we also have to remember that it will, at the end of the day, give benefits to us too in the future, because we live in a society that we are super connected to one another. So when we do or when we say something positive, we kind of have the feedback, the positive feedback from the society around us, and that amplifies. If that happens, that really give the benefits to everyone, including us.
I would like to add some more. Like, thinking about the life is occurs to me, the negative thoughts are more prevalent than the positive thoughts. Like, it takes some serious effort to think positive, while the negative thoughts automatically arise in your head. Negative thoughts come uninvited, and that's what makes it hard to deal with them. Like, they dampen the simple pleasure of living and leave you anxious and depressed all the time. So if you have always been in a cheerful environment and have been brought up without a struggle, then it can be easier for you to stay positive, right? But if you have been brought up in the stressful environment with poverty or other family problems, then you are an easy target for negative thoughts, because you see the world through a predominant mindset and perception. So your life just the mirror of your thoughts. Your thoughts define your life and the circumstances you are going to fall in. Then your life brings on the things your thoughts invite. So if you are positive, you will attract good things, and if your thoughts are negative, you will your life will take the same shape. And it completely depends on you, that how you want your life to be, right? So I think that is the conclusion that I can make from this case.
I fully agree with you on this. Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Kris. Thank you for having a conversation in the podcast. And it'll be a pleasure to having you here.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
And see you in the next one.